Welcome to Heat Check, a podcast powered by Pressers. This is episode 9. Welcome with my co-host, YUNGWATERCYCLE and Stream. You guys did a really great job out there.
Yes, sir. I mean, best of the worst, right?
100%.
We left it all out there, though, I feel like.
I mean,
And on the floor.
It's on the ground right now. Shout out Third Wheel Podcast for letting us do that cold open. But, guys, this is actually a really interesting episode because we actually have a sponsor for the first time.
No way.
Do we now?
So, welcome to Heat Check, and we're sponsored by ZenX.
Let's go.
ZenX.
Oh, ashwagandha. Yeah.
Ashwagandha.
You know,
So
it relaxes you.
it relaxes you. So I don't know if you guys are ever, on a trip to Thailand and you run out of some lorazepam,
Mm-hmm.
just try some ZenX.
Okay.
They won't kick you out the country?
It won't kick you out of the country because actually ashwagandha is pure ashwagandha with some black pepper to, ease some stress. So
Can I get
I'd
one?
love some Xanax.
you really, so shout out my friend Kevin. He started this company and,
And he's your Xanax dealer?
he's my ZenX dealer. Shout out Kev and some ZenX. So it will be online soon. Check out ZenX. It's sponsored by Heat Check.
Kev, send me some Xanax, please.
So
I'm trying to be a mumble rapper.
we're starting off the podcast with a bunch of different bits. The first one is ZenX, obviously our first sponsor. The second one is, there's a trend online right now going around where, guys, these masculine men,
Yes.
are calling their friends and wishing them good night.
Oh.
Straight testosterone.
Straight testosterone. So I think it'd be fun if, we called some of our friends and just wished them good night really quick. How does that sound?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to
Sure.
go first?
I mean, I hope someone picks up.
If they don't pick up,
Oh.
then we'll just cut it out. That's the beauty of post.
I mean, yeah, but I think it's funnier if
FaceTime set cat.
We're going FaceTime.
I thought it was FaceTime.
I was going to go, that's so intimate. I was going to go with the call.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna call him.
Well, hold on. Let's go one at a time. Is 7:30 too early to wish him good night? No, it's like 7:46.
He's in Austin. I'll call. Actually, now if I call someone, dang, I gotta really think about this.
You're good. Let me, all right, well, the first one didn't really work. I'm going to
Oh,
go.
good.
You go this time. Now you go.
All right, let's see. I'll call him real quick. Damn,
Is he on Do Not Disturb?
that's what I'm saying. He has to answer. I never call. This is crazy. Yo, Gabe.
What's good?
Bro, I just wanted to tell you good night, bro.
Bet. Good night, brother. You're
Yeah.
not going to sleep though.
I am, dude. I'm about to lay up right now, bro. Good night,
Is
bro.
this a TikTok trend?
Yeah.
It's not even 8 p.m., bro. Your ass is not going to sleep, brother.
All right, bro.
Hey,
You
I'm
were,
about to.
hey, oh
I'm
God.
about to, for real.
He go to bed at 9 p.m., bro.
Shout out Gabe.
Shout out Gabe, bro.
Take my ass to bed.
All right.
Damn.
All right, bro.
Good night then, gang.
Hey, night, bro.
Hey, night, Gabe.
Love you, bro. He didn't say it back.
It's all good. That was good.
Thank you.
I think the 7:47, but I have a good one.
All right.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Tell him to let me down.
Fingers crossed.
Let's see how much he loves me.
Your call has been forwarded
He's gonna call my dad.
The person
All right. Well, we'll see if anyone calls back during the podcast. But if you guys have been seeing that trend on TikTok, you know what I mean. We're gonna have some people call back. It was early in the day.
It is.
So yeah. Also, before we dive in, guys, kind of like what we always do, I want to give a big shout out to the Pressers Universe. You guys have been, showing up to the Press Play Thursdays. We're doing an incredible Young Senju open verse. We have these incredible artists from all over the country, submitting their submissions to, be, have a Senju feature, win a cash prize, and, all that kind of combined. But I want to give a big shout out to some artists that have been showing up to Press Play Thursdays. Specifically, Dylan Neighbor, Rap the Artist, Joseph with an X, Mac NL, Malik Hale. Really appreciate you guys for showing up every single week to
Shout out.
our live stream.
Hell yeah.
You know what's tough about that live stream though is it's always around like 6 o'clock, which is like when it's when I eat dinner.
And like there's a game on. There's like
there's something.
There's something popping at 6 o'clock.
You know, like I don't know. Did you guys eat dinner tonight?
Nah.
See, that was the thing. Is like I'm so hungry I could eat Ali Polmar.
Huh.
What?
I'm so hungry I could eat Ali Polmar.
Bruh, just shut up. No. She is. What the fuck are you doing, bro? No.
I'm just so hungry.
Bro, she is too good of a friend of mine to like for you to pull that shit. No.
Okay, we can cut it.
No, don't cut it. But what the fuck?
That was perfect. Yeah, shout out Brett for that. A deep pull of a name.
Do you text him before? Oh my god, that motherfucker. Allie, I love you and I hope you're doing well.
I was just doing well too. She's like, just 100%. Okay, is that too much?
No.
Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna go to our first segment of the show, which is Chronically Online, where we read headlines from all corners of the internet.
That was funny. Shock on his face.
Yeah, sorry, first headline. I can't stop laughing.
You motherfuckers, you.
That was so great. I'm sweating right now from that. So Joey Badass has ignited a lyrical feud with the West Coast, taking shots at Kendrick Lamar and his affiliates in a series of diss tracks, while Kendrick has yet to respond directly. Who do you guys think is winning the beef, and what is the best song?
I gotta give a shout out to Ray Vaughn for even like going after Joey in the first place, because it's like Joey's a whole nother weight class, but I think Joey's winning it right now, and he should be winning it. But Ho Era was a hell of a diss.
Really good diss.
Like, shit. As Chikes, like, diss was fire. Reasons, diss was fire.
When he called him ass cheeks, that was a great response.
Like, how do you even respond to that? That's the new, like, Metro shut your whole ass up, make some drums. Yeah. That's the new, like, yellows on your team so you're losing. But nah, Joey's last two disses, like I fuck with Ray Vaughn's, like, flip a back down. But then, like, My Town, and then what was the one he put out yesterday?
He put out Crash Dummy.
Yeah, Crash Dummy.
How are you
flip a hit him up
with all this?
Because we love hip hop.
Yeah.
It's because you love hip hop. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love hip hop too, but I just
but we're not illiterate, so
bro. I just read Captain Underpants, bro. That's fine.
Dude, shout out Dogman. I will say though, Ray Vaughn, you know, he's in a different weight class, which is super true. He has been holding his own. Do you guys think that this is kind of the stimulus he needs to really break out of that, you know, TD bubbling shadow, really kind of enter, you know, not like the mainstream, but just like, you know, the, you know, zeitgeist of hip hop?
Well, his album was fire. Like, his album, The Dollar Menu, last month was actually like really fucking good. It's just, it's hard to like really have hype when it's like you have so many like rappers on like from TDE that have like done fucking every lane of hip hop. So it's just like even Doechie's like was signed after him and is like carving out her lane. So it's just like whatever Ray Vaughn can do, like win or lose, like he's making a name for himself, and it's like very like easy to get caught in like, you know, just like there's so many rappers out today that it's like being on TDE doesn't even guarantee you blow up. So it's props to him for like going out of his way to like just fucking put himself in the conversation.
I agree with you on that. I think so I know you haven't been following so much, but there's a really damning line that he hit Joey with was, "You let Ice Spice become the king of New York." Which is
true.
Which is true, by the way.
Which is true. I love Ice Spice.
Yeah, I could see that.
I feel like Ice Spice could win this beef.
100%, dude. You should just fart on him or something.
Yeah,
is that one of the songs? Isn't that like one of her biggest songs?
Yeah.
I want to say also
she's coming out with a perfume.
I'm proud of her.
It's gonna
for that.
smell like a fucking backshot wind.
Dude, okay. So
shout Hoodville with the scratchy sniz.
I want to say though, Reason did catch a stray. So what do you want to say? Is it gonna be nice? Okay. Going with Reason, he did catch a stray where he's saying like, you know, you're gonna be the next person to get dropped from TDE, and I'll be the reason. Do you think Reason responding? Did he catch a stray, and was he being overly sensitive with his response?
He definitely caught a stray because the way he got dropped was so sloppy. Like, I love TDE, but like Musa going on back on Fig and being like, yo, name 5 Reason songs. Like, that was so disrespectful.
It
Like,
was,
his
yeah.
album, New Beginnings, was fire too. Like, I fuck with Reason. It's just like, when you're like Kendrick's like his biggest influence and he wears that on his sleeve. And it's like, when you're on that same label, like, kind of chasing that, it's like hard. Like, you gotta separate yourself.
Yeah.
And as good as Reason is, like, his bars have never been a question, but I don't know if he's ever, like, broke off from, like, that trajectory.
Yeah.
And like the way TDE handled that was just so sloppy, especially like ditching him before the pop out.
I
Like-
know.
That was crazy.
That was
Like
Yeah.
Ray Vaughn had like one of the best sets at the pop out, like out of all like the younger dudes like pulling up. But like, yeah, he responded appropriately. Like his new album's fire too.
Really fire. I love
Like-
it. I love Reason, honestly. I loved his something. But New Beginnings was like I destroyed myself. Not destroyed myself. I just replayed the hell of that during COVID. when that came out.
Showstop, Extinct, like
Extinct was the remix
Pop
with like
shit.
all the different people with Denzel, Jack Harlow, and all that.
yeah, Zay.
Damn,
Yeah.
Jack Harlow.
What about him? You miss him?
I
Dude,
kind of miss Jack Harlow.
Yeah, come home, man. The kids miss him.
I know,
What if
right?
Jack Harlow just like popped into the beef?
That'd be
You know,
funny.
out of nowhere, and he was just like, "Yo, Louisville."
Yeah.
You know
The
what I mean?
Midwest taking over.
Yeah.
For real. Shout out Halliburton.
I'm actually surprised that like more people haven't like jumped in this beef because like Joey has been like holding down for the East Coast, but my problem with Joey is that like this is the first time he's been hungry since like 2017, and like 2000 was a good album, but like he's like rapping like he's like an elder statesman to rap. Like he's just like he's already made it, and like he has made it in the acting world. Like I think he got like he won an Emmy, right?
I think so. At the Netflix show or some shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's just like he just turned 30.
Yeah.
And by the time Nas turned 30, he dropped Stillmatic. Like by the time like a lot of these dudes, and like I get it, like Joey dropped 1999 at like the age of 17. Like he's certified,
Well, it's like Illmatic,
but it's like
not
what are
bad.
like you know like do some shit beyond that. Like I would love to hear an album where like Joey's kind of just going fuck everybody like on this same energy.
I totally. By the way, I could not agree more with that. Like sonically, 2000 was very like crystal clean, really great, good songwriting. But like there was just like when you listen to 1999, just the way that he bends words and just the creativity with his punchlines are just like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like he's doing
Like compare
he's
Waves and like Survival Tactics to like Hey Hi
Show
or
Me,
like
Show
yeah.
Me. It's just like
And
not
it's
even,
like they're good songs, but it's just like, dude, like Joey, like back then was so fucking fire.
dude. He would say like, what would he
Even
like?
on Rockabye Baby, like as recent
was
as like
great
All
on that
American, like he that album. I wish he went like more the direction of that album because like people gave him shit for like the production, but I think
loved
Kirk
it.
Knight was in his bag on All American Badass.
I agree. Temptation's one of my favorite Joey songs as well.
hmm
But yeah.
Also,
and
shout out Kirk Knight for just going in the last couple days.
Kirk
Like
Knight on
holy
the beat.
shit.
I agree. Could you please pull up the first link? Joey Badass actually did a copyright for TD East that I'm going to, show everyone. So he actually,
You're gonna buy like
It's
a
like
hat
a
from
patent,
him.
right?
yeah. So it's So if you see like a filing receipt, he actually was telling Top, that he made TD East, which is a reference to one of the lyrics in his Beef, which is like to me like a really cool
You
chess
know,
move.
Anthony Tift is Top Dog's real name.
Yeah. So I think
And I actually thought Joey's real name for a minute was Joseph Bodman. That was the first time I like found out his name was Joe Vaughn.
Yeah, it's Joe Von Scott. I'm pretty sure.
Bro,
That's so. Yeah.
Triple H's name isn't like Hunter Hearst Hemsley.
Wait, say it again.
Triple H isn't Hunter Hearst Hemsley.
Hemsley's a great last name.
You're not beating the WWE sped allegations, by the way.
Look, man, I'm just saying these people are different people.
Seriously.
Undertaker's not Kane's brother.
Yo, I feel you on that.
All right. continue.
No, you're good. So, thank you, Em. And then I want to say, last thing on this. Do you guys think Kendrick is going to respond to Joey? Does he even need to?
I think he might. Like he's just in that vibe, but I don't think he will.
Yeah. I
don't-
feel like it'd be a feature maybe. Like, or just,
Yeah.
like, like a throw
Yeah,
in verse.
or if
Like, I
like,
like
he
that.
drops like an EP or an album, like just sub him.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the only thing.
remember when Kendrick like dissed Big Sean on Element? and then he took it off. Like it'll probably be somewhere along the lines of that.
I agree. I feel like it's kind of just like punching down a little bit, and Joey's punching up, which I respect. But there's no
Which
reason.
is crazy when you look at where they were at in like 2013.
And they're both on one train. Yeah. But yeah, moving on to the next one. Amine's third studio album, 13 Months of Sunshine, released on May 16th, 2025. It blends breezy, danceable beats with introspective lyrics, making it a standout summer soundtrack. Thoughts on this album and how he's evolved from K-Tramine?
Great. I think it's a step up from K-Tramine.
I agree.
We were saying earlier on the thing that this is what it felt like. We felt like K-Tramine should have been. But like it's not like we had that. We put that pressure on K-Tramine. I don't think they.
Think so?
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody thought it'd be fire out the gate.
Yeah.
But you gotta like mesh it. But the thing is like, I haven't looked at the production credits, but like K-Tranine's gotta be on it, right?
I mean, like
I don't know.
it's so inspired by it. Like all the beats,
But
are
it's like really
dance.
dancey. Yeah,
Very
really
dance.
dance.
The
Really
features fit more. Like Leon Thomas versus like Freddie Gibbs on this like makes more sense.
Yeah.
And I fuck with Freddie, but like
It's not some rap shit. It's really like we need some vocals and we're gonna chop them up.
I agree. What was your guys' favorite song on the album?
Damn, I like Arc de Triomphe or whatever.
one of
but,
the
like,
singles.
but the single was so good, and then
I fuck with Images.
Images
13
is
Months
wild.
of Summer.
That was the one I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I love because I love the beat switch.
Mm-hmm.
The beat switch on there is super experimental.
And I
It-
love when people have their parents on their album. Like
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
like a little tidbit. Like you feel like you learned something.
Totally agree. And I was like, it was kind of spread throughout the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said it was on like his dad's birthday, and it was like conversations through that whole night. And his
Wow.
dad didn't even know he was gonna be on the album.
That's amazing.
So like, I don't know.
That's what's up.
I was gonna say,
I feel like my dad would be mad, or maybe he would laugh. He would be like,
Well, I'm pretty sure he told him before he put the album out.
No, he didn't know until it came out.
Wow.
Shit, sorry.
You're good. That's completely. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like it's like a creative risk,
Mhm.
but. I mean, like his dad was just being like pretty, like
Yeah,
introspective
yeah.
and just, he was spitting some knowledge on there. And
Didn't
know?
Logic do that with one of his kids? Like he put it like his son on an album and then or like some credit and then like
Yeah.
he could get like the residuals like way later.
I'm pretty sure it was on Vinyl Days if I'm correct. But dude, shout out Logic for just always being a visionary, man.
Childish Gambino.
Remember when he
put
did
a
the
song
Playboy
with his
Cardi
son.
thing? But how do you guys think this ranks in his discography? Especially for like I know like me and you are big Amine fans. Like
You
I know. Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to compare to Limbo because they're like two different albums. Like this is definitely like a dancey album, and Limbo's more rap heavy.
Mhm.
So I would say this is like second, I guess. Because
Mhm.
like even on
I agree
like
with you.
1.5, he was still doing some little dance stuff on there. So like
Mhm.
it's like he finally made his full dance album that he wanted.
Yeah, he was like balancing it for sure. Because
Right.
then it's like you got Reel It In, but
Mhm.
then it's like you got like other housey songs.
Exactly. So this is like a full. This is his fucking. Honestly, never mind.
Oh yeah.
This
I
is
think
way
he's
better than Honestly But Never Mind.
Ah.
Drake
Way
doesn't
better.
know how to do house. Like at least Amine is like worked towards that point.
It's a really good way of putting it. Like I feel like he's worked with the K-Tronada. He's
Dance hall
learned.
Drake, man.
Dude, Amine was
But like
really,
this is like legit. Like you could put it on in like a house mix and like nobody would bat an eye.
I feel you on that, especially like with the BPMs and
Mhm.
shit. Like,
And house people are like pretentious about it. Like this could
Yeah.
flow seamlessly.
Seriously, put him in Dirty
fuck
Bird.
Mhm.
But kind of speaking with house, summer music. Let's make the perfect summer playlist. I want us each to name 5 songs that we would put on it individually. You guys have your songs?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first? I can go first.
Go first.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So mine's some of them might be obvious, but it's my fucking list.
Exactly.
I'm putting myself out there.
Do it, man.
First one is like an obvious one. Doses and Mimosas by Cherub.
Okay.
One of my favorite songs ever. Second one is Peach by Kevin Abstract. I don't know if you guys know that song.
Hey,
fire.
let me fuck in the shower.
That's the line.
Okay.
100%. No, you killed it. I said this third one is Mrs. Officer by Lil Wayne.
Oh wow.
Solid.
2008.
I'm going all over. And then this is a dance one, Waterfall by Disclosure. Do you guys know that song?
Yeah. You got.
Fire.
If I heard it. If I heard it.
Yo, do that again?
You got-
Perfect. And then finally, the last one is a new one. And I was like going through my summer playlist, and I played the song today, and I was like, oh my God, the beat is amazing. Trade the Truth and Ibiza by J. Cole. That beat is so good. For summer
That's like
too.
one of his best songs. Period.
I totally fucking agree, and I feel like
J.
it's a little-
Cole song.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Coming from the guy that says
Episode
honestly
9,
never mind
baby.
is great.
It is.
All right, you guys say your lists.
You want to go or
I can go.
You got them all. You just got them from the dome.
off the dome?
Crazy.
I can do it. I got Whatever You Want by Schoolboy Q.
Nice.
That's just a given. The Recipe, Kendrick and Dr. Dre. Good Life by the artist formerly known as Kanye.
Spoiler coming
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna go Forever by Amine, and then It's Not Too Late by yours truly and Zay All Caps.
100%, great song.
Hey.
It's one of my favorite ones.
That's your song. Hell yeah.
Shout out Diddy Kong.
I was like, who's yours
Oh
truly?
God,
For me,
What?
I got
who's yours truly? That's what he said.
I got Summertime Magic, Childish Gambino.
Perfect.
It feels like summer, Childish Gambino.
It's only songs with summer in the name.
Well, yeah.
Summer Breeze.
That one song, Slide, with Migos
Oh,
and Frank
Calvin
Ocean.
Harris?
Yeah.
Frank Ocean. I
Bro,
was
if
thinking
you
that
don't
one.
mention it, I'm gonna say a song after like you finish your list.
Okay.
That's not one of the rules.
And then The Less I Know, The Better, Tame Impala.
Great song.
And then Dragon Ball Do-Rag.
Oh, that's fire.
Dragon
I was
Ball.
gonna say
Thundercat.
the 3005 acoustic remix.
Oh, with the
Ooh.
beach picnic shit?
yeah.
Fire.
I get to see like us in here for hours being like, oh, you know, also would be a really good one. I get to see that loop going. So I'm gonna move us on. And also, we really what were we gonna say? I apologize.
No, you're good.
So I was gonna say we've really refrained from ever talking about this man. This is the one time we're probably gonna do it.
Who?
The artist formerly known as Kanye West, his
Yay.
upcoming album "Cuck" has sparked significant controversy due to its provocative title. As you can see from my co-hosts, they can not laugh with me saying it. Explicit lyrics and contentious themes, leading to widespread criticism and debate.
I just wanted to hear you say cuck.
Perfect. Well, mission accomplished. You guys got me.
You ever played the penis game?
No. Yes, we have back in the day. We're going to yell it louder and louder. At this point, is anyone interested in listening to a new Kanye album with this type of material on there? For me, no.
Already heard it.
You already heard it.
Yeah.
It's leaked?
Yeah, so they
Just
leaked
like
it.
digital, just like Big D.
It's video proof. And but they leaked it, but they said they were giving the proceeds to Holocaust survivors.
It's just like it's a very shout out them for
That's
that.
what I'm
Yeah, it's a
saying, like,
roundabout
that's-
way of making people listen to Kanye.
Look,
Yeah.
it's a noble cause, but I still believe that anybody that listens to it should be stoned at the cross.
Okay, well that's might
Well,
be a
hey,
little
man.
dramatic. It might
I'll
be a
be
little
there.
dramatic, but
No.
I think that you should. I think it's it's kind of a
He
moral,
has.
moral thing.
There's just
Yeah.
real music on there.
No, it's not. It's AI. It's literally Dave Blunt's going over AI.
Listen, have
It's
you
literally
heard
not real.
Cousins?
I refuse to.
Cousins is a great song.
That's not a great song.
No,
I
it's-
also it explains a
It's
lot.
gross. Like
It's very gross.
I think it's just like one of the most honest medias we have.
you don't
out
even
there.
know if it's honest. He's like an unreliable narrator at this point.
It's so true.
I'm
like
just
like
saying,
his, unless his cousin like comes out and confirms it, you could just think that it's like Dave Blunt's
And
like
if it's the cousin, we don't need that.
yeah, like
by the way.
Dave Blunt's could just be like farting out ideas like from his like chair that he can't get off of.
What? So how would Dave Blunts come up with a hypothetical cousin to give fellatio to? I feel like that's crazy.
Fellatio.
That's, he gave
Fuck
his
you,
cousin.
Dad, you're
All right.
collecting. You're collecting with your word choice right now.
Thank you.
Indubitably.
All right, wait. So I think like a bigger question is.
But I would listen to it.
I know we didn't say we because you're. I'm joking. Is there a way?
I'm not.
I know, I'm saying him.
I'm not joking.
No, the better question, really, guys, that we
Okay.
can move on. Is there any way Kanye could save his legacy, or is he too far gone?
Oh yeah, listen, the legacy's cooked, but like that's what he wanted. He's like
He
he doesn't
wanted
he
this?
doesn't want anyone to make money off the name. He's been used his whole career. That's like the whole arc. And then he can't see his kids. Just imagine
Bro,
a
the
divorced
cognitive
dad.
dissonance, the fucking loopholes.
Hey, look, man, I'm here to
No,
the game.
it's an interesting. It's nice to hear a contrarian wrong opinion. Yeah.
You know, like he made graduation. I don't know.
Spoiler ahead. You know.
Yeah, apparently he also made Cuck.
Okay. Well, that's the last
That
one.
Ye made
With that-
Cook.
with that
Kanye
line-
made
Look, dude,
Live
his
Beautiful Dark Souls.
legacy, it's hard to say, but it's just like eventually when it happens, like people are gonna listen to Kanye again. It's like the same vein as like Michael Jackson. Like Thriller hasn't been off the charts since Michael Jackson passed,
Right.
and that's just the reality. And it's like we're gonna choose to remember Kanye in a certain light, and because of that, like all of it, like I feel like the last album people like actively listen to is Donda. Personally, for me, it's Kid See Ghost. I think Jesus is King is trash. Sorry, but
I love that album.
of course you did. Fucking I feel like from 2004 to like 2018 was like, you know, Kanye didn't miss, even if he was like controversial as fuck. Like
Lil Pump.
honestly, a lot of people were off him when he said like slavery was a choice, but unfortunately Ghost Town Part 1 came out after that, and that's like one of my favorite songs of all time. So Kanye's a piece of shit, but the thing is he still made Graduation, and it's like we're gonna choose to remember him in spots when it happens. But for now, like as it is, his legacy cannot be saved, and he should have just retired after Pablo and like been a legacy act, because rap would be in a way better state if he did that.
Okay, but hear me out.
He cooked on it. That was great.
He cooked. I'll give him that. Yeah, Kanye, but he wants to be Ye. That's it. Like, and at the end, like I was supposed to go see him in Myrtle Beach in 2016, but then the whole thing happened, and then that was it. Like,
and you were the reason, you know what I mean?
pretty much. But I got to see him at the Rose Bowl.
You were the canon. You were there.
Yeah,
You went to Larry Hoover concert?
For the pre Larry
Yeah.
Hoover. Shout out. That looked like an incredible experience. Stream, do you have your letter ready? Did you write one?
I did write a letter.
All right. Well, Serene
I
wrote a letter to
if
Kanye.
I could go back in time, I wrote this around the period before Graduation dropped, and he was about to challenge Fitty for gangster rap versus non-gangster rap.
Can I open this?
The turn of the game, if you will.
Yeah.
So, dear Kanye, I write this to you as a big fan of yours in the year 2006. I come back as a time traveler because you're on your way to put out Graduation and go up against Fitty in the battle of gangster rap versus non-gangster rap. But you know what? Forget all that for a second, because honestly, you're going to face some real shit, and I'm here to tell you right now how to deal with it, because your personal life will turn upside down as fast as your music career will skyrocket in the next couple of years. And I need you to know that they will send some fucking demons your way, whether it's the Kardashians or the nitrous cans, or if it's motherfucking Dave Blunts. You just have to stay the course and not turn to your vices. You can't turn to what makes you just crash out, because you can't. If you turn to the dark, every time you do some shit that upsets the black community, Ronald Reagan will be looking up from hell to make sure that like we stay down and continue to go down this wrongful path. It's like what you do sometimes is more harmful to the black community than the milk crate challenge, if we're being completely honest. And every time you make a song with Dave Blunts, it just worsens, and the demons smile at you. So don't go down this path. You won't recover from your legacy will not recover. Retire once you make the album that you will come to know as The Life of Pablo. And you'll put out some of the greatest albums of your life. You'll still be a little controversial, but you know what? It'll save you and your dumbass little impressionable fan base like down the line, because eventually if you don't do this, they will be singing some stuff that got outlawed in 1945 in about most European countries. So go to therapy. Take your meds. Just become a legacy act. Take care of your kids, because there really is all there is to it. And I promise you will prosper if you take my advice. And if I'm too late and all goes to shit, hire Serene. Let him feature on your next album. It's 2025. We have nothing to lose.
Cuck 2.
Yours truly,
Serene.
Alex.
Hell yeah.
For 2025, we write a lot of letters on this podcast.
No, I know. You know what though?
That was great.
That media is never gonna die over here, at least.
Seriously. And moving on to a different type of media, a dangerous TikTok trend is called the Chromebook Challenge. It's encouraging students to insert metal objects into their school laptop USB ports, causing fires and prompting warnings from schools and fire officials nationwide. You know, there's always like every couple years there's one of these internet trends that really puts the youth at risk. And I think it'd be fun if we made a Hall of Fame for the dumbest internet challenges.
Okay.
What do you guys think should be in there?
Gotta be the milk crate challenge.
Bro.
That's taking a lot of lives.
Well, there was a dude, White Mike. He did the milk crate challenge while rolling a blunt. It was crazy.
I remember
Did
that.
he complete it?
Yeah, he did the whole thing.
Bro,
while rolling a
I
blunt,
promise
bro.
you the CIA was like putting milk crates in the hoods.
No, they just
Like-
popped up. I've never seen
Yeah.
that many milk crates in one spot.
And it's like, why?
And like, I tried that shit, bro. Like,
Did you really?
bro, I mean, I practiced. I did a couple, like,
I
nothing to
feel like
hurt
that's a
myself.
one-time thing. I feel like you just go for it.
No,
Like, you know.
bro. I'm-
Did you have like the squat bar like on top of you? Like,
Nah,
doing, like-
I was just like,
Speaking of,
But I'd put the Tide Pod challenge up there.
that was a big one. That took, it took taste buds and, also I feel like just
It took
brain
vibes.
cells. It took vibes and brain cells. Also, I heard, speaking of things that you didn't you do the Kylie Jenner lip challenge?
you know what? I did do the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. So I had one of those. You remember like those little juice boxes? It was like a jug, and so I drank the
jug.
barrel. So I
Jug.
drank the barrel,
Bobby Boucher.
and I like
The
had
boy
my lip
boy,
in
baby.
it. And then I pulled it out, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm Kylie Jenner." The rest is
Did you enjoy it?
No,
No, it was crazy, bro. I was like, "That was crazy."
You know what? Honestly, man, I'm such a visual person. I need to watch that video.
Bro,
You gotta
I'm gonna find
You
it.
gotta
I'm
find
gonna
I'll put
find it for the
I'll put it in
pod.
post for everyone.
You know that mean tweet of like Childish Gambino? Like
Oh,
where they
wait,
say,
you could suck his dick.
when you did it with your lips, like, did you think about it at least?
Stop. We're done. No. Moving on. Let's go.
That's a
with-
lie.
I would
That
never
is-
give myself head.
Yeah, all right.
I would never give myself head.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Moving on with planking.
That doesn't sound like self-love to
Planking
me.
was a big one, guys. Planking was a big one. Do you guys remember planking?
I
Where
remember
people would
plank-
suspend themselves in the air.
Planking on a billion. There was a dude on the McDonald's sign planking. I don't know how he did that.
On the golden arches. What about devious licks?
Oh yeah, dude stole the whole urinal from his school bathroom. I seen it.
That's a
I seen it.
Dude, shout
fucking-
out the Louisiana people,
No, for real.
the people breaking out.
Young boy fans, baby.
For real.
What about the 2016 clown era?
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Bro, that shit was nuts.
And I was in the South, so like I would see like lots of forests, and they'd be like,
They would come at you.
"No, and for real, it was like It season 2, bro."
So I think my woman source was telling me that that down in Tucson they were seeing it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Arizona's crazy.
Arizona is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What about do you know that the guys they brought back the ice bucket challenge?
Recession indicator.
The ALS, ELS challenge for you, Floyd. You can read one
Read a
page
book.
of a Harry Potter book, nigga. I'll donate 750 grand to whatever charity you chose. Fuck the bucket eyes.
Why? But haven't you guys been seeing that the ice bucket challenge is like not for like ALS, it's for like USC? It's like something that's it's way less important.
Like USC, the college?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure there's a new ice
Oh,
bucket
like
challenge.
the South Carolina.
No.
No, the University of Southern California.
The only
Oh.
USC that people give a shit about.
Oh, not the Gamecocks.
The USC that has OJ Simpson as the greatest running back of all time.
Yeah,
What about Reggie Bush?
Okay, yeah,
Reggie
true.
Bush, seriously. He's
But
wearing a football jersey?
you know
Wait.
what's crazy about OJ?
Huh.
He did it in 14 games,
Damn,
2,000 yards.
can't beat
You
that.
believe him?
He's the
He was just so good at like evading stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're so quick.
He only wore one glove while he did it too.
Oh my god! All right, so now it's like let's.
But I don't think
I
it
don't
fit.
think it did it.
Yo, no way! You don't think he did it?
Oh,
Are you saying he didn't rush for 2,000 yards? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, he did that.
All right, well, that's a whole other episode we could go
All right,
on.
all
You
right,
really
all
don't think the glove fit?
Bro, I took criminal justice, bro.
Like for what, a month?
No, like years. Okay, so
For years?
I used to
You
wanna
were in
be
the
a-
same class. They wouldn't let you move on. You were just
no, I took like a different. Took like criminal justice 1, criminal justice 2, intro to public safety. Like,
You sure they weren't counting down?
criminal justice 1. Criminal justice 1.
like
Criminal
Malik, how many times you gonna take it? Nah, but
What's a subpoena?
I used to want to be a cop, and then I realized I just wanted to be on Law and Order SVU. So now I podcast.
Yeah, literally, bro. Dude, have you ever seen? We gotta do the John Mulaney bit about SVU when they have Ice-T on there. Have you guys seen that?
On
Where it's
SNL?
like he's like Ice-T will be like working. They'll be like, "You're telling me I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it."
Okay.
But speaking of football, Let's touch on the NFL. The Tush Push was actually not, in fact, banned. Do you guys think that it's a good football play and should it be allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't like stop a play because, or like you shouldn't ban a play because you can't stop it.
Type shit.
Amen.
You gotta figure it out.
Like
I
it's
agree.
one of the last real football plays left that you could get CTE on.
And of course, it's like Matt LaFleur like trying to like take it out too. Like, of course, it's the
He's
fucking
hating, bro.
Packers. Like, imagine spending your offseason thinking about another nigga's ass. Like, come on, bro.
Like, just
Like-
come on, get better.
Like you're gonna like come to camp one or like day one drawing up plays and like you don't have any plays drawn up and it's like you gotta tell your team why.
Like, bro, I've been thinking about this all
It's
year.
crazy.
It's like Jalen Hurts.
I,
Like,
I thought this was going to be one of our more tame podcasts, but this is easily the highest energy we've ever been. Do you guys think the Eagles, that was true, that was a great bit. Do the Eagles have a chance of repeating?
No.
yeah, I mean,
No, the Cowboys just got Pickens.
You think that's the
Shut
spot
up.
that's going to stop them?
Yeah,
it's
bro.
a lot of their key players have left. Like a couple linemen. Like I don't know. They could like their personnel is there to do it, but it's just
Who do you think in the NFC is gonna challenge them? Like, obviously, I think the
The
Rams could do
Cowboys.
it.
Rams.
Rams are really good.
Um,
Commanders are also going to be good. The Lions, I don't know, is it the Lions and the Bears?
Bruh, I want to see the Bears ball out this
Are the
year.
Bears going to be sneaky?
Oh my
frisky?
God, they might be very fun, and
out.
like honestly, Caleb might just fucking be that guy this year. But
The punter's gonna have a big year this year.
he's not gonna be on the field that much, hopefully this time. But now let's move on to the NBA. The Dallas Mavericks defied 1.8% odds to win the 2025 NBA Draft Lottery, securing the number 1 pick, and are expected to select Duke standout Cooper Flagg to rebuild after trading Luka Doncic earlier this year. Is this a clear conspiracy going on with the draft lottery? Was Luka traded with the promise of them receiving the number 1 pick?
you know, it's hard to say because it's like all signs point to yes. Nico Harrison is a dumbass. That can't be lost. But what went wrong was like Kyrie tore his ACL. Like AD was not ready to come back from injury. They weren't like supposed to they weren't supposed to be in the lottery. Like they should have at least been like an 8 or like 7 seed, and their season just went to shit, obviously. But the fact that they were in that position, like Adam Silver's like, let me throw you a bone. Like,
Yeah, I think it's tough because
I mean, the Spurs have the number 2 pick. Like, they want us around Wemby. Like, the Sixers have the 3. Like, it's just obvious. Like, the Jazz like sucked dick, and they're like the 5 seed. Like, come on. Like,
well, I think there's like ethical tanking, and there's also just like I don't know. I think there's. This
I mean,
clip.
fuck Danny Ainge, but like,
Yeah,
Right.
there's this clip I'm gonna throw up really quick of Shaq. Basically, he talks about how David Stern was. I'll just roll the clip.
In 1992, the draft was in June. I meet Mr. Stern
Said
in
hey with
March,
2 Ys.
and he says to me, "Hey, can't wait for you to come to the NBA." Then he pulls me to the side. "You want to play where it's cold or where it's hot?" He asked me that, and I was like, "Hot." And he smiled, and I smiled. And then a couple of days later, they had the draft thing, and Minnesota was number 3, and then Charlotte was
We're good,
number
thank
2,
you.
and then Orlando.
Yeah. So,
So what do you think they asked Cooper Flagg? Do you want to go where?
I think they just were just like, look, like we needed the Lakers to be more relevant, and we're gonna give him a proven star because you can't give him the number 1 overall pick.
it's like, look, Lucas still owns his house in Dallas. You want to live there?
Literally, they're gonna like just rent it out. So I don't know. I feel like there's like some like kind of conspiracy threads. that
Also, Paige Bueckers did just get drafted by Dallas in the WNBA draft. Like,
You-
she just went number
do you think
1
those
overall.
do you think those are connected?
Yeah, I mean, like LeBron went number 1 overall. Like, I don't know who it was, like, in the WNBA, but, like, they had Cleveland pick first.
And they got Tim Couch.
Amen to that. All right, let's break down the second round of the NBA playoffs. Would the Knicks have won the series if Jason Tatum did not get injured?
No. I mean,
The Knicks
fuck,
were gonna win.
the Knicks were going to
regardless.
win. Yeah, they were up 3-1.
Yeah.
Like, Tatum being out, like,
That
was
was
a
just a
non-factor.
casualty.
Yeah.
That was a catch. A good way
They
to
were
put it.
losing when he was, like, still in the game. It would have been Knicks in 6.
I agree. I agree with that. I think it's like it's
Fuck
always
Boston, baby.
Yeah, seriously. I think like till it's spelled in all caps. Fuck Boston. Did the Wolves get lucky against the Warriors with Steph being out?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
'Cause
Warriors
Jimmy-
could have packed them up.
Jimmy will be passive sometimes. Like, if you don't, like, force him to shoot, like, you saw, like, that series.
Yeah.
He just
He looked like
Didn't take
Miami
over.
Jimmy. And then right now the Pacers.
But
just
no,
won.
like Miami Jamie like took him to the finals
No,
twice.
I'm saying like when they
Oh,
when he
when they
was
were about
sitting
to
out.
trade him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
that Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you saying about
The Pacers just won. They just won
Pacers
game
won?
1, 138-135.
Fuck,
Wow.
really? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were. I thought they were
MSG too.
Yeah.
ooh, that's
Fuck.
huge. I guess going off of that,
What the Hallie?
literally, is Halliburton actually underrated? He was voted the most overrated player.
I think they just hating on him, man. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
just. I think he just plays well. I don't know. He's a great playmaker. He makes big plays. I don't know. I gotta hate on him.
His stats aren't like super flashy, but it's like if you watch how he plays, he just like opens up the entire
It's just
offense.
high IQ basketball, bro.
Mhm.
Like it's. I don't know.
I remember Kings fans being pissed when they traded him because like that's
Yeah.
your future, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like Sabonis was good for like a couple years for them, but like
My thing is,
Halliburton's like somebody who you build around.
hindsight is 2020 because they had like 10 guards, so it was like
Yeah.
if they had like Mitchell, like the short dude, or
Malik
whatever.
Monk, Darren
Yeah.
Fox.
So they had to break it up. a
They
little bit.
did. Also, SGA wins MVP over Jokic. Is he a free throw merchant? Did he deserve MVP?
He did. 100%.
Bro, people with the free throw merchant argument need to shut up because Jokic. I watched Jokic flop around, try to break people's spines the
Right.
entire last series.
Yeah.
Like Jokic is like people glaze the fuck out of Jokic, and like he does not deserve it. Like he's like insane at basketball, but
great.
like bro, he is Loki's so dirty. Like he is so dirty.
He ruined. Was it Marcus Morris or Markeith?
Okay, to be honest, Markeith did deserve it. Like he
Yeah, I
cheat
think that was
shot
like
the
a
fuck out of
Shattered
him.
his neck.
That was,
bro.
that
But
was
yeah.
retaliation. I will say though, I think about SGA that kind of like rubs me the wrong way is that a lot of times, even like like Jimmy Butler will catch a defender with their hands in the wrong position and bait them into a foul. Sometimes SGA is driving and just fucking throws himself
Guys.
at.
But that's skill.
I
Like
don't
we watched.
How is that skill? That's
We
someone-
watched because it goes in.
Dwayne.
But we
doesn't
watched
go in.
James
He
Harden,
had-
like D Wade, like
Yeah.
fucking.
He had 11 free throws, I think, or eight or seven free throws in the first quarter of the Timberwolves game.
I'm
Like,
gonna say this. He actually is going to the basket. These dudes are trying to foul bait on the 3-point line. He's driving to the hoop. He's making separation. He's
I
making
don't
the
know,
play.
man.
I don't know, man.
I just don't. I don't know. Maybe like OKC. Like, look, let's go with our finals picks really quick. If I could, in my dream scenario, I would have Timberwolves versus the Knicks. Who would you guys want in the finals?
OKC versus the Knicks. I
I
think they
might
could
go
beat them.
Wolves Knicks. I want to see New York City burn down, bro. Like that side talk episode.
I want to see.
Oh my
I want
God.
to see Ant ascend into a superstar, and like not he as a superstar, but just like the face of the league. And I think it'd be fucking.
I still think
interesting.
he's a year out, dude. Like
Yeah,
this
it's
series,
not
like,
time yet.
Yeah, like
He's
they
pretty-
got their ass kicked last night.
Like, you know how you said people need to lose? Ant has to lose.
But he-
like, not
yeah.
Shay. Not Shay. It's Ant. It's Ant.
Yeah, it's true. I think you have to take your lumps and you have to
Mhm.
kind of get thick skin and really just learn
'Cause,
go
like,
over adversity.
I
but
could
yeah.
see the Timberwolves matching up with the Thunder again and then maybe beating them, or maybe they lose again and then like we gotta do it round 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could see this being like a long standing.
Well, you
like,
guys
battle.
gotta pay everybody, so it's gonna be
It's gonna-
trades.
yeah, it's gonna
like,
get
the second
crazy.
aprons just fucking
Yeah.
everybody.
You guys, are you a Thunder fan?
I'm
now?
a Thunder fan, bro.
All right, so we're officially. So that's what we
I have tweets. Pull up the tweets. I've been a Thunder
Pull
fan.
up the lip challenge. I want to
Come
see
on.
the fucking lip challenge.
the
That's the only
tweets.
one I want to fucking see. By the way, yeah, I think overall, SGA is a free throw line merchant. Now we're gonna bring on actually our next guest, which is Kevin Fernandez.
K Fern, baby.
K Fern.
So for our guest today, I have the pleasure of introducing a fellow Cal Poly alumni, legend from the Circle, actually a Cathedral Catholic legend, if I may add. Shout out to the Dons. Make some noise for Kevin Fernandez.
Ooh, what up, Kev?
Luigi
Thank you guys.
Doppelganger.
Thank you guys. Yo, hey, honor and privilege. Thank you guys so freaking much for taking the time so we can just chop it up and just get active. I love it.
Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
it.
How you living, bro?
Dude, I'm living. If I were to have said, shoot, bro, the last time we seen each other, I feel like a lot's been going down.
Yeah, for real. It's like been COVID days, honestly. Like,
Dude, straight up, like, I'm up in the Bay now, and then, still working in lovely wine and alcohol sales.
Gallo
Another
boys,
thing-
baby.
You gotta dap him up.
Literally,
Yes, sir.
virtually.
Oh, hey, what they know? They know nothing about that type of life. We'll get into that.
Uh-huh.
But
There's a couple stories. There's a couple war stories we gotta talk about.
Let's go.
Oh my god, fuck. Malik knows a little bit about it, dude.
That's how I met you.
Honestly, like
he hated it there.
making an album while waking up at 4 a.m. every morning is like one of my biggest accomplishments.
That's so real.
And when we'll get into it too, but when I tell people about like the stuff that I'm like, oh, like he's on a TV show, he's probably like a full-time influencer, and I'm out here at a freaking Safeway grocery store at 4 a.m. still.
Real. On the grind, bro. Real. Hey,
100%.
No, for real. Appreciate you guys having me on. I'm stoked to be here.
100%, man. I know. So I obviously got like a little bit of background on you. So I know you were on The Circle. I know that you guys have a big history in the past, but you were on the Netflix show, The Circle.
Dude, the most random shit that's happened in my life. I'm just out here one day putting bottles on a shelf, and the next thing you know, my ass is in a studio apartment, isolated from the world for 3 weeks, filming a Netflix show. But man, I had the time of my life. So yeah, I was on season 7 of The Circle on Netflix. Go tap in with your boy.
Hey,
K Fern.
And so a lot of people like know me as Kevin, but now most of the world knows me as K Fern, the lovable TV villain. So heck yeah.
You know what? I could see the villain, bro. The villain, I think it's the eyebrows. I think people feel the eyebrows are too like flourished, like you're lying about something. You're hiding something. I don't know, man.
My pops gave me these damn eyebrows, bro.
Look, man, I don't know.
Bro, your pops might be related to the Mangionis, man.
I don't know.
Oh my god, that's crazy. The reference to the
And
whole,
that was a whole nother segment of my life. Let me tell you.
You do kind of look like Luigi.
So wait, were you scared at any point? Like, okay, people like it was funny, like, haha, I look like Luigi, but like now you're about to get questioned, like, you know.
Oh no, Day one, everyone's like laughing about it, ha ha ha. I'm like, whoa, no. Like, there's money on this man's head right now.
No,
I remember the day of, I was at a team meeting. I had a team meeting at a mall in San Jose, and I'm walking around because I'm a manager at the company. I'm walking around with my team, and they're like, oh my gosh, like everybody we were walking past was looking at me and like whispering to their friend, and they go, Kev, they recognize you from The Circle. They recognize you from Netflix. They think I murked somebody.
No, that's so real, bro. I would rather be known for murking someone though, like
Yeah,
rather
course you would.
rather than the Circle.
Hey man, you
like,
murked Savannah and Darian on your way to like the top.
Yo, wait. So can you break down for everyone really quick, like what's it like to be on a reality show and kind of what your experience was with the other people on the show?
100%, absolutely. Like the only way I could describe it overall was like once in a lifetime. Of course, that's like the generic like press media thing of it. If I could describe my brain going through it, I thought I was like in a psycho asylum or something. I'm a crazy person. So basically, the premise of the show, for people who don't know, isolated in a room. It was made during COVID, and you like create it's like a popularity game. You create relationships with people, try to get voted #1 every week. It's like, I like to call it the soft version of Survivor. You survive every single couple days or every single week, and then winner gets 100K. And it seems like fun and games when you're watching the show, but then when you are tossed into a freaking apartment by yourself for 3 weeks, and you make some unfortunate decisions to vote off your alliances and become a villain, and people are just shit talking you day after day after day. It becomes guerrilla warfare in there. And the one thing that like people don't realize is like that shit was my life. Like I was in there, like there was no. I threw like my outside Kevin of my job and whatnot out the window and locked in.
The lifeguard.
Yeah.
I was a lifeguard here, and I couldn't tell you one thing about it. But,
Dude, Deb got your ass on that one. Like that shit was hilarious.
Like, please tell me how the heck someone was actually a lifeguard in there. And then follow that up with, why did my dumbass say the number one reason for drowning? Riptides? That's the only. But reality TV is crazy because I would say the different phases of it, right? You have like the filming phase of it where this is all so new to you, and you know, your first couple of days, you're just getting used to a camera following you around, wearing a mic, being mic'd up 24/7. And then after a certain point, that becomes that becomes normal to you. Like that becomes your life. Then you have the phase of finishing the show and meeting all these people that you either did dirty or you formed connections with on like the outside world. And so differentiating like your TV relationship with them versus like, okay, like these are real people now versus someone I was just headhunting to get 100 bands.
Oh God. Oh God.
Dude, tell me about the reunion, cause like, oh my God, like,
dude, well, really quick, it sounds like you've come back with like proper PTSD.
What do you mean?
you're like fucking Vietnam flashbacks. You're like, bro, you didn't know what it was like. They were surrounding me on every side. Wait, sorry, but you can talk about the reunion.
Surviving Madeline.
Oh my dude, it's so funny you said that because every morning after a blocking, aka when I would send one of my closest alliances home because of Madeline, thanks a lot, Madeline. The producer would be like, "Are you ready for the morning chat?" And I would say every morning, I'm like, "Oh, you mean morning warfare?" And he's like, "Yes, prepare for war." And I'm like, "All right."
100%. It sounds like it.
The finale, viewers got gypped on the finale. Like, you guys didn't see half of it. People were going in on the boy. Like, we were yelling at each other. People were getting cussed out. Deb flipped me off. They said, you can't do that. The finale was the most nervous I was because, keep in mind, I didn't know what Madeline was doing on her end. So going into it, I thought I'm public enemy number one. Like I'm like, it's over. Producers come up to me before I go in and they're like, "Hey, we loved your gameplay. Are you excited for the finale?" I'm like, excited? They hate me. And they're like, no, like it's gonna be good. So I was really nervous going into the finale, and when everybody came in, you could tell that there was like no love for me. Like, Ed didn't come to me.
And you were the first one in too.
Yes, I was the first one in. And the worst part is they sent me in there, and they were like, "Okay, it's gonna be a while before people trickle in." I was sitting on that couch by myself for like 15 minutes, and they're like, just do entertaining stuff, and I'm like, I'm shitting my pants over here. Like, what do you mean?
That's crazy.
And so the finale was crazy because I'm under the impression I'm the worst guy, and we're going back and forth. They cut out a lot of the arguing that we were having back and forth, and it wasn't until Madeline said the infamous words of, "I made that up," and I said, "No, you did not. Like, we can just make shit up now. That's what we can do." And
you can lie.
That once she said that, I literally just had one of those moments where I sat there and I replayed everything that I did that was a consequence of that lie or a trickle effect. And I'm like, holy shit. I got played.
Damn.
I got played.
Because I follow Darian on Twitter, and like, I think the episode he got eliminated, I was like looking, and he's like, "Yo," or he answered somebody's question like, "Were you gonna like go see anybody besides Jadeja? Or was it always gonna be?" And like he said like, "Yo, I was about to like go show Kev like how we do it in like Montgomery or like wherever he's from."
Bro, he said I'm about to pull up on Kevin and show him how we do it in Louisiana, bro. And you guys seen Darian's profile, my skinny ass profile. D is built. He pulled up on me. It was wrapped.
GG's.
Holy shit.
But that, because keep in mind too. So in the game at that point when I block him, I'm thinking that I just blocked someone who's like my number one op.
Real.
And it's a whole nother experience watching it back and seeing how everything's playing out, like how you're getting lied to, how he really had my back. And I felt like a piece of shit when I watched that episode. I felt like such a piece of shit.
What's the experience of you watching past you do actions and you can't change and you can just yell at the TV and you're like, Kev, don't
I'm
do
like,
it.
this kid is dumb as hell. But he's doing it.
That's
You
what I
know,
feel
that's
like
what
we're
I'm
watching our
thinking.
pod.
For real.
No,
Oh God.
It's wild too because some people don't realize that we filmed that a year before it came out. So like seeing myself as like a dumbass 23-year-old kid, don't get me wrong, I'm still a dumbass, but I'm just 25 now.
Frontal lobe developed.
Exactly. But seeing myself as a 23-year-old kid and then watching it back, it really is like some Matrix weird thing. Like seeing how my thought process was versus like what it would be a year ago. But granted, it's different because now I know all the players as like my friends versus just at the time it was like people in the way of my bag.
You know what, man? I'm a sick person. If I was on a TV show, I would have it playing on a TV 24/7. Like I would
Yeah,
walk in the
you're
room.
like,
They're like, "Is that you?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Bro, vanity,
yeah.
just like, dude, I was
And
gonna
you're
say,
like talking to the mirror, like asking yourself,
I'm like,
is that you?
That's me.
bro, the craziest thing that Malik said that was so under the radar, someone was like, dude, you just gotta get used to getting mic'd up all the time, like just mic'd up 24/7, and Malik goes, dude, I would love that. Like, why would you love that? What are you, fucking fed? Like,
Dude,
yeah.
I grew up. I watched the Truman Show, so like I've always,
I can see that for you, man.
I know. Would you watch it?
I think when Pressers has the budget, we should just have you live stream 24/7.
Please.
And
Facts.
like it's perfect.
That'd be
And we'll
so
send Kevin there, and we'll fucking psych op you. It'll be
Yes,
awesome.
please do that.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'll put in a word with the producers. We'll get you on the next season.
Dude,
Lock
Dude,
me,
please.
bro. Lock me in, twin.
Dude, honestly, we should fake being twins so we can be like the New Yorkers.
Like the Winklevoss
Like-
twins.
Dude, because I feel like they had an advantage, like not going insane because like they talk to each other. Like that's like, you guys looked like you were in a psych op. Debbie especially, like that girl looked like she was like losing her shit daily. And then it's like you go to the New Yorkers and they're just like bouncing like ideas off each other, and then they just like that's why they won.
Bro, let's be twins.
It's like, yo, man, the plotting over there.
No, that's the biggest thing I will say. Like, not only the companionship, which is a huge thing, but there was so many instances where, like, it was a split-second decision where I was like, okay, I got to choose this person, and I just had to go with it. But then watching it back, they were able to be like, hey, I'm gonna go with this person, and then the other twin would be like, whoa, are we sure on that? Like, let's make a decision. You have to like,
Even counsel.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can counsel.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have like multiple personalities. You're like, you should do that. You shouldn't trust him. It's like Gollum and fucking Malik. It's like young water cycle, young ecosystem, young life cycle. So Kev, I really appreciate that. Just you kind of divulging all that. It's fucking awesome. I can't wait to go back and binge the entire fucking Circle season. I'm literally doing that tonight with my woman source. That's exactly what I'm gonna be focused on when I get home. And I know you, before we go on to the bracket, is any other questions you want to add? We probably have time for
Yeah,
like
dude.
one.
So
One more.
like the story of like going from Darian's op to like being a groomsman, man. Like,
yeah,
shit.
that's crazy. Real love.
oh, bro. It was, let's just say,
The
it
wedding
has-
looked baller as shit, by the way. That shit looked lit.
Right.
Bro, I'm like FOMO.
It was, I'm not gonna lie, that was the wedding of the century.
Tell
It
me.
was hype. Came such a long way because, I mean, obviously, like, D and I, like, were homies off rip with the show. I was like, oh, this is a guy who's matching my vibe and everything. And then things got kind of convoluted. And then there was a little bit of tension after we were done filming. But once we kind of, like, put our not differences, but talked it out and realized, hey, this is a show. People are manipulating things this way, that way, the other. We were able to actually just like talk on more of a friend level. And then I realized that he was like somebody I actually like messed with heavy. So made the effort to kick it with him outside of the show, like visit him in Jadeja. I flew out to like Florida to surprise him for his birthday last year and stuff like that. Like he was really big bro because I'm new to this kind of quote unquote entertainment stuff or TV world or social media. And he's kind of been in the social media game for a minute. So he was really like putting me on game when we were hanging out about social media stuff and how to manage that. And then also just like we just clicked on our similarities in personal life. So when I got the call and they were like, hey, we want you to come out to the wedding, that was an honor. But then when they said, no, we want you to be in the wedding party, I was like,
the dreams are made of.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
much
bro.
free cooch.
That's crazy.
so I was like, yeah, I'm honored, bro. And so best believe I had to hit the meanest Dougie when we were at the wedding. Had to hit the
Dude, I seen the TikToks. Like, you were putting in work out there.
I'm gonna
man.
throw them up on screen right now. as we're talking. Well, yeah, Kev, that was fucking awesome, man. I can't wait to dive into that. While we have Kevin on, guys, we're gonna go to our next section of the show, which is Bracket Madness. And prior to Kevin coming on the show, I asked what was his favorite album of all time. He told me Graduation by the artist formerly known as Kanye West. So what I did, I went on Spotify, seeded the songs 1 through 8 based on total number of streams, put that into an Elite 8 tournament bracket. We're now gonna find out what the best song on Graduation is. How does that sound? Thank you, Em.
It sounds
Perfectly
amazing.
right there.
heck yeah, run it.
I did not send Kev the bracket,
you
but
didn't?
you know I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna tell him he's a smart guy. I believe in
Okay.
him. So the way that we're gonna go, guys, is the 1 seed, which is the most streamed song on the album, versus 8th most streamed song on the album. Number 1 is Stronger versus Everything I Am.
Stronger.
What? Everything I
I'm
Am.
gonna go
for me.
Everything I Am.
Kev, what about
What?
you?
Ooh, I'm going stronger. I'm going stronger just for like gym vibes. Everything I am is more like chill, like laid back. Stronger's like Graduation. I try to get hyped up, so I'm going mainstream.
So what we're gonna do is I'm not gonna vote this time. It's gonna be you 3. So Stronger then moves on. I would have agreed with you. Everything I Am. I fucking love that beat. Comment passed on the beat. I made it to a jam. I feel like I'm a fucking like radio host right now. The way I just said that.
Come and
Oh,
passed
God.
on a beat. I made it to a jam. You were cruising down 99.6.
107 or 102.7 Heat Check Radio.
Literally, we have no ads. But going except for Xanax.
Xanax.
Yeah, Kev. So by the way, if you're ever feeling a little bit stressed out, my friend just started a supplements company called ZenX, like Xanax, but ZenX. So
Hey, shout out to Zen X, everybody. Tap in with Zen X.
we got that.
Sir.
There you go.
Hey.
Shout out Kev.
Circle approved.
He's also named Kevin too. So
Kevin with an A though, Kevon. I'm not even kidding. So now we're gonna go from the 2 versus the 7 seed, which is Flashing Lights versus Good Morning.
Flashing Lights.
I'm going Flashing Lights. Flashing.
All right. Yeah, flash.
Dude, that beat is so beautiful.
Good morning
That's
is just so crazy,
I
bro.
know.
I
It's-
listened
it's-
that to the day I graduated.
That's fair, honestly. No pun intended. Let's move on now to this is a really tough one. Number 3, I Wonder versus number 6, Good Life.
I wonder.
I might go Good Life, man. Just that sample flip, like how do you flip like Michael Jackson, like PYT into like that song?
No, that is crazy. It's a good flip, but I still gotta go. I wonder.
How you feeling, Kev? What are you thinking?
I mean, this is neck and neck, but the tiebreaker is that I just came back from
Stagecoach.
was performing, and he hit him with a Good Life, and that was electric. So I'm going.
Damn, he played at Stagecoach and Coachella.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Back to
Damn.
back.
Who?
T-Pain.
Sheesh.
T-Pain was my favorite set of Coachella.
On God,
He was amazing.
Black excellence, baby.
Let's go on to more of it.
Him and
with,
Shabuzi.
man, shout out Shabuzi. Number 4, Homecoming versus number 5, Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Wait till I get my money back.
Like, whoa.
I had a dream. I go by my way. I'm gonna say can't tell me nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a sweep.
Is that a clean sweep of
Yeah.
Can't Tell Me Nothing?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Can't Tell Me Nothing is my life's anthem. Can I sneak in quick,
Spoilers.
Kanye?
Spoilers.
Mhm.
No, you
Go
good.
for it.
What's up? What's up?
I was in Las Vegas. This guy walked past my brother. He was wearing like my brother was wearing a sick hoodie. This guy goes, "Hey, I love the design of your hoodie. Can I take a picture of it?" And I thought I'd recognize his voice. And my brother like, "Yeah." Takes a picture. This guy has like paparazzi around him and stuff. And my brother looks at me and we're like, that was Kanye. Tell Me Nothing was my life's anthem. I listened to it before everything, and definitely before I was getting lit that night. So I'm like, screw it, I'm shooting my shot. I sprinted after him, and I was like, Kanye, Kanye. And his security guard was like, no. I'm like, you just took a picture of my brother's jacket. Can't Tell Me Nothing's my life's anthem, bro. I listened to it like before I'm getting ready for a track meet, and I listened to it before I got lit tonight. And then he looked at me, started laughing, and he's like, let's get a picture.
Yeah.
So a selfie with bro, and then I was geeked after that and had it on repeat for the night. So Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We had a whole discussion on Kanye that you'll be able to tune into actually when the episode drops. On that, I know he's very divisive. We're trying to focus on a moment in time when he wasn't so divisive. And
To be honest, he was back then too.
yeah,
Just
you
not on
know,
this
but like I
level.
think there's
George
like,
Bush doesn't.
care about. I can't,
Yeah.
He wasn't wrong.
Now let's go with the final four, which
Okay.
is Stronger versus Can't Tell Me Nothing.
La 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 la. Wait till I get my money right.
Yeah.
It's I'm surprised that it was the 5th seed. When I was doing it, I thought it was gonna be like 2 or 3, 100%. I was very surprised by that.
You know, TikTok. There's probably different TikTok trends making different songs. you
Yeah,
know?
Flashing Lights maybe had a little
Yeah.
moment. I Wonder was really big on TikTok.
Mhm, it was like a hope core. Hope core.
Yeah, because they always have like the original sample over it.
Yeah.
Man, we all just need a little hope core.
I know, man.
All right, so Can't Tell Me Nothing is in the finals versus, we're about to find out, Flashing Lights versus Good Life.
I'm gonna go Flashing Lights.
Good life.
Tough.
Kev, you're the tiebreaker.
Lights.
Lights. I think
Hey.
that song was ahead of its time. It still sounds great.
Yeah.
No, the R. Kelly remix is way better.
Yeah, you would like.
I just need every hood to come together.
Stand up.
Be accountable. Said R. Kelly.
Dude. Now, guys, we are in the finals for the best song on Graduation. We have Kev on here. Thank you for choosing this album. We have Can't Tell Me Nothing versus Flashing Lights.
Wait till I get my money right.
Whoa. Can't Tell Me Nothing wins the the Graduation bracket. Kev, how are we feeling after that?
That's a unified dub right there. I couldn't have written that up better myself, truthfully.
100%.
Clean sweep.
And that's a hard album to do a bracket for. Like that.
No,
There's
for real. There's bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I love Drunken Hot Girls. That's
Oh,
like my
God.
favorite song.
You're in the minority on that one.
Bro,
I feel like
I
that,
love
like, what
that
is it, like
La
a,
la 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 la. That's how the fuck you sound.
that was like a demon leaving you. That gave
Hey,
me
that was
chills.
Kanye on that song. Like,
That song's so fire, bro.
It's like it's in the time signature of a waltz.
yeah.
just
Yeah,
to,
facts.
just to give everyone a little fucking tidbit
Wow.
right there. I said that with
Thank
some
you.
fucking
Low-key.
That was
gusto.
Was that real?
That's a real fact. I know
Shit.
music.
I'm about to start waltzing that shit.
Yeah, I could see that. Let's
Should do that at your wedding.
awesome. So, Sareem, do you have anything you want to ask Kev before we jump off?
So I don't know if it's in your like jurisdiction since you still work at Gallo, but like, you got any horror stories for the crew?
Oh my gosh. Do I have any like regular stories would be like a shorter list. Basically like it's like the definition of an intro level job where they just throw whatever at you. And I feel like since I was in San Francisco, it was that times a million. Like you just saw shit. Like I was
Literally.
telling, yeah,
Just feces.
you would go into accounts that like, well, first and foremost, scanned my ass into working like 3:30 in the morning when it's originally was supposed to be 7 o'clock. But you would just go in like to take a leak, and you'd see like your normal like crackhead shooting up in the bathroom for breakfast and stuff like that.
Facts.
But I would say the craziest was when I went to a store manager and I said like, hey, do you want to bring in this display? And he goes, yeah, but I want to throw a party in my break room for a retirement for an employee. I'm like, that's cool for you, bro. He's like, well, I need you to decorate the break room. I'm like, okay, I can do that. He had 3 industrial-sized closets in the break room, and he goes, "Well, I need those out too." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "I can't move that. If I wanted to move it, I'd have to like chop it down with a chainsaw or an axe and lug it somewhere else and dump it, like illegally dump it." And he dead ass looked at me and goes, "Home Depot has axes." I drove to Home Depot, chopped down these industrial closets for 3 hours, put all the broken pieces into shopping carts, and he goes, "But our dumpsters are full. We always put stuff in the Noah's Bagels dumpsters down the street." I go, "Okay, sure." I started throwing shit in the Noah's Bagels dumpsters, and a cop comes up to me and starts talking to me about what can happen if I illegally dump. And I go, "Oh, no, no."
Yeah, I've seen that coming. I've done this before.
I go, "The manager said it was okay." And manager was like, "Oh, I never said that."
Oh, he fucked you on that.
So, hey, if you guys, if that's something that interests you, if you want a sales job and you chop down a closet, hit me up. I can get you the right job.
That's crazy. Yo, Kev, shout out just all the honesty and amazing stories and just fucking humor you brought to the podcast, man. Your energy is amazing, and we really appreciate you coming on.
Tell the producers about me too.
The whole crew. Hey, thank you guys so much for having me. This was hella fun. I appreciate it. Hey, goated bracket for real. And hey, everybody, like and subscribe. Stop playing. Come on.
Stop
Oh
playing.
God, bro.
Stop
Hey, before we're out though, I know you're close with a couple rappers up in the Bay. Like, anybody you want to shout out? Like, drop a new song? Any of that?
I mean, hey, first and foremost, tap in with that boy Sareem, and then also tap in with my dog Drizzy Vic. Just drop some heat with Kai Bands. So hey, everybody, go tap in with Drizzy Vic, Instagram and on Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. He just dropped some heat with Kai Bands. K Fern stamped.
Let's go, dude. That was fucking. You're a pro now. You slid right in there. That was fucking. I wouldn't even coach him on that. I'm like a proud father over here.
Let's
That was
go.
amazing, man.
That was big.
Sign my adoption
That was a
papers.
fucking pro move. I got you. We're gonna have Andrew do that. Do you have anything before we jump off?
Oh, no. Malik talking.
Yo, believe it. You were sitting there like you had a fucking. You were stewing this amazing thought.
Oh, I don't
You're
even
good.
know.
It's like 9. It's 9 p.m. guys. We've had a long day, but Kev, thank you so much. Shout out M. Shout out Third Wheel Podcast. This is Heat Check, episode 9, and we're out.